Little Trini, little carnival stuff this morning. I promise I would do a little bit of this morning before we get to our reggae stuff. Reggae Wednesday, I'm back. Let's go, y'all. Little carnival action. Shout out to all my Trini people. Trinidad, what up? Fame and the whole family. Good morning, y'all. 5:18 in the morning. I'm here a little early. Little carnival action. Everybody moving this morning. Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Let's go. Shout out to all my Trini people. Let's go. I do not own any of this music. This belongs to the people of Trinidad. Let's go. Carnival time. Let's go. Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Let's go. Let's get them. Unc up. He's here. He's ready. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
When I do you, girl, you won't even talk. If I hold your hand and teach you to walk now. But since you come down from New York State, you have all them young boys.
What y'all know about this? Let's go, y'all. Come on.
I remember you were so shy. If a man had called you, you would have cried now. It did never seem like your time. But now New York gets wild.
Good morning, let's go, y'all.
You walk and whine. You walk and whine. You walk and whine. You walk and whine. And check out.
I work, brother. I work around the clock.
You walk and whine. You walk and whine. You walk and whine. You walk and whine. And check out.
If you live in Brooklyn, you know about Eastern Parkway, you know about Carnival style. All my Canadian people, you know what it is. You know my Trinidadian people. Y'all know what this is. This is Trini music, Carnival style, soca music. Let's go. Reggae Wednesday. We turn up. Come on.
Look at them, boy. Nice.
It's actually not, it's actually soca. It's actually Trinidadian soca music, baby. It's soca. Let's go. And we also educate on the morning emails. Up to the building. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
This may sound strange, but I can't change.
Let's
now
go.
At my age, try and understand. Try explain now, Bill and Boza. I am not the soca man.
Yeah. We're gonna ride out the soca to 5:30. Give y'all a little taste. Berlin, where you at? I played music. I played Trini music this morning. Where you at, boy? Hey, boy. Where you at, boy? Where play? Where you at, boy? We played Trini music today, boy. Get your royalty. Let's go, boy. Goat roti, let's go.
Soca is the action to keep the party happy. Shake and show your motion. Get down with your baby.
They can't mess with me in the morning. I'm up and ready every day. First thing, first swing. Let's go. Unction the building. Good morning, emails. Good morning, yo. Let's go, y'all.
If you change your style, you send the woman and them wild.
So come me, baby.
I be begging me to soca. Jenny begging me to soca. Big fat Rose want me to soca. 10-foot Joyce want me to soca. Girl, you're crazy. You ain't meaning me. Look for Kichi, Dr. Odafi.
Good morning.
I'm the king of Calypsonia, beating and jamming iron. Learn to whine when you're in my band. I am not a soca man.
All the way to 5:30. Let's go.
Soca.
Get y'all rolling. Reggae Music Wednesday. Unction the building. Come on. All my Trini people. All my Trinidadian and Tobago. What's up, y'all? You know what Carnival is. Y'all know Canadian people. You know what it is. You know what we do. Let's go.
I live in this house tonight. Don't stop me cause we will fight. I'm going on party. Dance like party.
Wow.
Breathing. Me body keep moving. I must hit the dance floor. Can't stay home no more. Now when the tongue is filled with action. Sweet carnival action. And I'm hearing soca music. Sweet soca music. Playing all around. Playing in the town. Playing tonight we go party. So leave some space for me in the
Let's go.
And give me room when I get in down. My intention is just to have some fun. I'll get on but I will tumble down.
Shout them out one time for my reggae music people. You know, Wednesday, we do on every Wednesday. You put Unction the Bill. This is the morning emails, the morning, yo. You know what time it is. We're doing Trini music today. Carnival style. What up, boy? Shout out to all my Trini people. What's up, boy?
This one is for the folks who love to jam.
All the way to 5:30. All the way to 5:30. Trini music. Let's go.
For Carnival 92, yeah, what we going to do? We coming down, singing one song. It's jamming time. Yeah, the chorus line, ratty, 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 ray. Jam one another, ratty, 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 ray. Soaking the soca, rocking it up, yeah, shaking it up, taking it up. Oh, ratty, 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 ray. Jam,
Ratty, ratty,
ratty, ratty, ratty,
ratty, ray.
soaking the soca, soaking.
Come on, man. Come on, baby. Yeah. Shout to all my Carnival people. Hey. Get your asses up. Wake your asses up in the morning. Wake your asses up in the morning.
This call for plenty jamming.
Uncle, wake your punk ass up in the morning. Brooklyn Eastern Parkway, you know what it is. All the way down to Grand Army Plaza. You know what this is. This is Carnival Soca music. Turn them up. Let's go.
Soaking the soca, rocking it.
This is when all the women. That's when all the women dance, really scantily clad, and women with the feathers and all the nice little feathers out. They boogieing down and woo! Oh my goodness! Wow! If your ass ain't up now, this is hump day in the middle of the week. That's why I do Reggae Wednesday today. I need you to get your asses up and get motivated. Come on. Black people, brown people, white people, let's go. Get up and get going. Poor people, rich people, let's go.
She says long time she waiting to make this baby for a man to give me a break. She says, Squeezy, darling, you give me party. So tell me when.
Brown people, black people, let's go.
This is the only opportunity.
White people, yellow people, let's go.
That's it. Oh, she tell me stick the cake when I'm ready. She want me push me knife in.
And let's be glad that we alive today.
Then we go pose and take out that.
Let's be happy to be alive today. Let's go.
I'm right now.
Today's a good day to be alive. Let's go, y'all.
Stick it up right now. Stick it up right now. She want me stick the cake and she wants it. Oh, she tell me stick the cake.
Just think about this. Have you ever realized that you can get your ass whooped by a dude that's this happy every day?
Then we go pose and take out that.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody. Y'all, let's get it started. No matter how tough you think you are. Just think about it. You'll get your ass whooped by a dude that's just happy every day. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Let's go. Let's get back to it. Good morning, everybody. I'm in the building. This is Reggae Wednesday. How y'all feeling?
Some people wanna go for so much more before they really learn about life's score. Something is not to be ignored. Yes, I don't wanna be the one to tell you how it's gotta be.
Good morning. 5:30 in the morning. I'm in the building. Let's go, y'all. Come on. Reggae Wednesday. Let's go.
It's the only way I really wanna see. Got to see you gotta live and love. I wanna be the one. You gotta live and love. Before your bridge is burned. It's the only way. You gotta live and love. I really want.
Good morning. Yes.
You know, stop. Father, look what the world I come to help we lad. We got through this trouble, find a place. Run come help we out now. How we have to survive some way, some help we lad. We go through this trouble. Too much negativity, I'm gonna make trouble. Look how we did I want them, but them
That's
listen. Some people didn't listen, so them didn't get the blessing.
Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Let's go. I had to pull y'all down a little bit. That was, that carnival gets you going, man. Early in the morning. Let's go, y'all. That was dedicated to my sister Berlin Roberts, aka Sister Fame's big sister. She said, she from Trinidad. She lives in Trinidad now. Sometimes she you don't play no Trini music. So here we go. This morning that was dedicated to Fame's sister Berlin. Very much blessing to you, Berlin, Sister Berlin. And yes, we do play Trini music, carnival music for you. What's up, boy? For those that don't know, this is the morning emails Reggae Wednesday, the middle of the week. This is the best day of the week. I love it. This is hump day. If you've been working all week and you get Wednesday to go, this is why I put Wednesday on Reggae on Wednesday, because that's the day you want to get motivated to keep going during the week. and get your energy, your blood, your culture, your vibe going this week. This your Uncle H in the morning emails, the raw perspective every day, Monday to Thursday. We get it rocking. I got one more day tomorrow where we gonna party. Let's go, y'all. So, Uncle in the building. Come on.
Mercy.
Have mercy.
Never wanna fall in love. Never wanna fall in love with you.
Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Let's go, y'all.
Never wanna kiss so much. Never knew I loved your touch. But I do. You do things to my inner emotions. Yes, you do. You take first prize. Being with you is so nice. I am so glad that you are in my life. Come follow me now.
Over the dicky girls at one bed. And you them no get it when them react, man. Over the dicky girls at one bed. And you them no get it when them react. Watch it. Over the dicky. Jackie gets that. I get one up with a sip. Bad. Look sweet, that nice. But them a guinea god. Now run no risk when it come to them rock. You them a guy come Moses. Rule him rock. I can brush against them man. She end up in a body.
Good morning, everybody on Carnival. Let's go, y'all. Good morning, everybody. This is Reggae Wednesday. I'm getting in full throttle mode. If you see me step away from the mic for a second, that's because I'm vibing and I'm just getting all my news stories and all my conversations together this morning. But this your boy. You know, I do my research. Yes, Will Atkins, I'll be up all night. I'll be up working because a lot of my work be in Europe and it's 6 hours ahead in Europe. So sometimes, like right now, I am working on a tour in Europe for January and I'm finishing up the year in Germany. So, yeah, I'm working. Your boy working, all right? That's what I'm saying. So if you see me up online, it's normally because I'm working. But I go to bed early.
You don't stop love how the woman never flex. Don't stop live big and make a next gal. It's like giant food party and the one name and friends them having it.
I want to go to Jamaica anyway. This is that time of the year. I want to go to Jamaica and hang out. It's 85 degrees right now. Oh man, it might be a little rainy during the day, but it's 85 degrees. It feels great. And that breadfruit, the coconut is calling me with the fish. Come on.
Anytime you see them, you kick up and but you don't stop love how the girl them flex.
Hey.
The hot clothes and make a next girl flex.
Hey.
You don't stop love how the woman never flex. You stop live big and make a next girl. But vex if you want vex, boss if you want boss. Them can't have your body, so make them go and coast. They don't really like to see how to keep your head.
I'm hearing trumpets copping the plea. I'm hearing that, yo, that's big news.
Jump around and beat to stomach me, just love how they girl them flex. They and don't make a next girl.
I'll buy you one time, man, cause it can't take back when down the deal. Hey. Post by you one time, man, you find a good man, and you know, he might take care of you, you have your bed. Hey. Hand in the air, shout it out, you expensive, and there you look sweet. Hey. Soon turn the wife, ball it out, you want to say, pop in a life, hold up your hand. Hey. Bounce and go around, make sure it's here, and hold the made of him surprise. Hey. Can't believe you, sweet to daddy.
So, all the dominoes are falling around Trump right now, and all of his lawyers and everybody are pleading guilty. It's high probability that man be going down. All the inner circle is pleading guilty. Mark, the chief of staff, he copped the plea, and all the lawyers are copping the plea. So, yeah, we'll talk about that in the turnaround. You know, I haven't had any Trump news in a while. Bring Lindsey Graham back for the Trump news.
Big dish step on your own stamp. See you in a dance, but him want rally back. But no, y'all no answer to that. Before that one, you prefer to adopt God. Mothers, I take him lately. Do you find a better man that drive him crazy? So y'all model by your one time man, cause he can't take back when down the gear. Was by your one time man, you find a better man, and you know he might take care of you. Man, I get physical.
And in true reggae. Oh, you gotta laugh about this. In true reggae day, today is National Jerk Chicken Day. Today is National Jerk Chicken Day, so shout out to all my reggae people on National. I did not plan this shit. I did not plan it. It's actually National Jerk Chicken Day. I did not plan it. I was just reading Jamaican news. National Jerk Day. And the food still soon comes. Let's go. That's funny as hell right now. Yeah, that's all good, but Trump is a crook. I mean, like listen, you can't just be a crook and rub the shit in their face. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be a crook and just rub it in their face. I mean, come on. Like he's just rubbing the shit in their face. They got to take him down. I mean, come on. He's like, I dare you to take me down. Come on. Let's not make no excuses around this shit. This dude is a wild. Trump is a wild dude. They got to stop him. You know, I bought into that whole anti-establishment. Oh no, the establishment. He's showing the establishment. No, he's a wild boy. Yeah, they all crooks, but I mean, you just can't rub it in people's face. You got to actually make the attempt to hide the fact that you're a crook. You just gonna stay down 34th Street, snatch gold, and just stand there. You go snatch a purse, like you said, snatch a purse. You go snatch a purse and just stand there. You know, you're not even gonna run. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Woo! Reggae wins, everybody. At least try to make me feel like you running. You know, don't just snatch the shit and then like, you gonna stand, look me right in my face and say, fuck you, I snatched it. Nah, they gotta take him down. Because then he gonna snitch on everybody that else is crooks. They gotta get rid of that one crook, because that one crook is messing it up for everybody. So when wifey come out, them bush to the bone, them no worry about man, cause them up with a bone. Me as they come out, and I'm one like she a kiss me, the chicken and a silky from. Son, but you can't steal it. You can't take dates. You know what I'm saying? You listen. They rigged the game, and you're gonna turn the game up and say, "Yo, look, everybody, they stealing the game," and then expect people to vote for you. Then that's gonna happen, bro. You know who voting for Trump now? All the crazy white people. Like the crazy in the corner people who actually shouldn't vote for him because they don't really get nothing out of voting for him. You know who gets something out of voting for Trump? The rich white people, the ones that own businesses that want to bury their money in the Cayman Islands, that want to bury their money behind taxes and hide their money and so they can make more money. That's the people that get money from Trump. That's why they voted for him. But the poor white people, the ones that really need the money, like poor black people, they don't get help. But Trump don't help them. If you got money, I own a business. From owning a business, it helps me to look the other way because I need to be able to find loopholes the way to hide money so that I ain't got to give it back to the government. That's what Trump is about.
Saw you this morning. Enough man calling.
Yeah, because black people need to, we always look to the least common denominator. You know what I'm saying? Like black people don't need Trump or nobody. Black people just need themselves. We always looking for a savior. You know what I'm saying? Nah. We actually can save ourselves and we shut the fuck up. That's what I'm saying. We focus on the wrong things all the time. There's so many incredible black people doing some incredible things, but we focus on just the celebrities. That's what we focus on. Those brothers that's out there, the black brothers out there that's mapping the universe, don't get no play. But the brothers that get play is the brothers that's that's who pay rent in your head. The Blueface, the rappers. Reggae Wednesday, everybody. I'm in the building. Culture, music. Bob Marley was the last era. That era of Bob Marley where you speak culture and your music and culture was the same. No more culture in the music no more. Welcome back, Reggae Wednesday. So of course they vote for Trump. Black people.
Yes, I am me a took down. And me all my time me brush on a time. The other day we catch up and she tell me she gone. Because serious they tell her to go on. Now we happy them come to swam. Can't keep me peace and me can't.
So in honor of the news that black people like to hear. I'm gonna follow suit. Oh, y'all wait till you hear the news. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna call it sugar news for black people. You know how we like that sugar. Nobody can't call you wanga good. No, Mr. Body can't give back your foot. I talk about your man, I wash them foot. But them gonna dive in a foot. Some gonna talk and oh boy, it's gonna be a party for y'all today. Remind her that she not so much your clothes. So she a pass up remarks like those. And you know when I stretch the load, and I'm not telling you what comfortable now. And I'm sorry about that. Reggae Wednesday, everybody, out to the building.
So we're having a bashment party. So let's rock till morning light.
Husband, girl, whatever tell me if you're ready. Well, if you're not ready, pack it up and spread it well. You know the ear, meditate, so you can be ready. Mix your down like Sly and Radicals. You feel ready, ready to take a party. What's the red fox with me shorty? Ready to see young Bacardi. People attack me, but still nobody can party.
See them we're having a bashment party. People, can't you feel the hype? Wearing Gucci and the money. Feeling rich like Wesley Snipes. Drinking crystal with my shorty.
Rest in peace to the legendary Richard Roundtree. Shaft passed away. All my black exploitation people. The legendary Shaft. Who's that bad mother?
That's flirt when me pop down me jeans pants. Me feel me woulda walk a from a distance. Me lock down and me no want no disturbance. What she have insurance? Hey, y'all forget hospitalized and me no care. She never know my extra large drop off the bill. Me some man where the guy that drinking Chinese and bail. Instant ability that you can see to deal. I want it clear, no want it fishy. I should not pick up but dump me up and no care. Love all me things that and change me gear. But beyond compare, beware. Dance floor when me come from the dream spans. If you me with a walk up from a distance, me lock down and me no want no disturbance.
Smash the DJ Dalvin. Wait, you know.
Now this here goes out to all those player haters.
Reggae Wednesday, let's go, y'all. Let's go, Reggae Wednesday, everybody. Let's work out.
You are real. Straight love from
So in the me a bad girl, from the man when me a bad girl, in front me line when me a bad girl from the mind. She know what me really well about her. Well, I know one girl alone at me weak, but I only good body girl want me sick. Man, I get the killer me not even a stick. Take on biggie, put up on me peak. Biggie a girl a piece and she go road go lick. Go to all the woman and I run up her dick. Me only make she kiss me pan me chin and me cheek. I want it no girl can't come call me freak. Hey, me a bad girl, in a me bed when me a bad girl. In a me bed when me a bad girl. In a me bed she could have mixed because they must be girl.
At school, my mama wasn't working, and my daddy was gone. I got my first two when I was 13. I'm never gonna be strong. Then I got older and found myself a while.
I do not own this music, and we mash it up so you don't own it either. Let's go, y'all. Unction the building. Let's go. Come on.
Now I'm riding on the fall with my back against the wall. When me young, gonna try to tall. Anytime you hear me pick me them ball, shots from baby. I don't wanna be a man, but I see no real solution. When I get quiet again, society don't know what to do.
I gotta laugh at you.
Searching, them searching. That is why they pirate our things. Them searching. Trying God just to make them win. Hear them searching. That is why they duplicate the spins. And them searching. You tune when we use and wake them. My big aspirations will take and shake them. Some get to break out the fire and take them. Even takes over now the line.
Sierra Leone, Africa, what's up?
When everybody get around, running to you with the alien sound. Hear them searching.
Anything them have you better leave them alone. Say you wanna die, what you wanna go. If you wanna man to live in or you wanna win, don't depend from mommy.
Good morning, everybody. Unction the building. This is the morning emails. Morning, yawning. Let's go. Wednesday music. Let's go, y'all. Yeah. We started early with some soca music this morning. Now we're going to some nice dancehall rhythm. Let's go, y'all. Good morning, everybody. Let's go.
Out of mercy.
Out of mercy.
There is no peace in this world. In the streets of this town, yeah. There's no love, only hate. There's no time, there's no day. I say you got to seek God before it's too late. Whoa, I found the idea of the years of the world of the earth. Enough man and listen to them still not learn. That's why Papa make people skin burn. But my God,
let's go. Let's have some fun, y'all. Let's go, y'all.
Peace in this world. Oh, boy, yeah, the way. I see not too much of bloodshed in the streets of this town. Oh, yeah. There's no love, only hate. There's no time, there's no day. I say that you got to see God before it's too late.
Come on, let's go, y'all. And talking about Trump, there's no perfect system, but you guys got to put it in perspective. Shout out to all my people in Africa, all my people in Europe, all my people in France, who really understand how it is. All the poor people in the world that understand squalor. We got it tough in America, but trust me, if you put it in perspective, people got it a lot tougher. In America, that's why they come here to get good lives. You know what I'm saying? So we rail against systems in America, but we have the power to change it ourselves. Reggae Wednesday, power to the people. Let's go. This is the only country you have the power to change your situation, your personal situation. Most countries you can't change it. Trust me, I know. That's why when people come here, they make it. You know what I'm saying? Because they get rich here because they're like, what? Nobody's stopping me from doing this? If I just do my work and get up and get popping every day? They doing it and they know they're going to be broke for the rest of their life in other countries. So it's regular for them to come here and succeed. That's why most people that come to America succeed for the most part. Black people take heed, okay? We understand the psychological warfare being made on black people, but you understand, you have to erase the psychological. And know that you are kings and queens. Let's go, y'all. Know your power. Know your power. Be your power. Reggae Wednesday. Let's go, y'all. Still can't hold my hand. Girl, I would like to be the only in your life. I want to be the only man. Real quality time. Affection. One man can run all of combination. She don't look, she don't see the miss. Bishop Uncle A's, a.k.a. The Disruptor, the morning emails, the morning you want to shout to my OSG family. Shout to my MOP first. Family, let's go, y'all. Well, if I get a wish, I'll go consult a witch. The fly miles come here from whole broomstick. The fulfill them chips and mention them promise. You love your man, but I know you can't make a switch. A fly pass and it's a full-time chicken fish. The face might a simple, but your hand them no sick. For you the spy killer girl with a lick. I make a girl know she not for it. Know your power. Be your power. Black people, white people, one people. Yellow people, brown people, one people. Green people, blue people, one people. You love me, love, so you're waiting around you. Now pick looking if how much of them a climb up on your step. I swear them want to get this sweetness on the road boy again. Oh boy, we in rhythm mode this morning, 5:56 in the morning. Wow, we are in rhythm mode this morning. It's your boy Unc in the building. Wow. Wait, selector. Before we move on, a little bonus cut for everybody. Let's go. Let's get back on Reggae Wednesday. Oh man, I love it this morning. Let's go, y'all. I like going here this morning before we move into the show. Black roses in my garden. I'm in a good reggae mood this morning. We started with soca. We got some rhythm dancehall. Let's move it out now. I'm feeling good about this. Let's go. You've got to water it. Got to keep the earth so cool, yeah. 'Cause something special is in my garden. Black roses in my garden. Hey. Let's move on now. Let's go. 558 on the way to 6 o'clock. Let's go, y'all. Come on. I'm still in limbo. Reggae Wednesday, you give me the whole biscuit. Come on now.
I'm still in love.
We started with soca music, then we got some rhythm music. Now we're smoothing it out with some nice reggae tune. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
I'm still in love. Yes, I'm still in love with you.
I drank all my mushroom coffee.
You don't know how to love me.
Sing along. Let's go, y'all.
Not even how to kiss me. I don't know why. I love you, baby. I'm still in love with you, boy.
Yeah, they cut me.
I'm still in love with you, boy.
Y'all gotta come to YouTube. I'm just telling you, come to YouTube, please. All my people, let's go.
I'm still in love.
Because in Facebook is gonna get me. I do not own the music. The music does not belong to me. All copyright goes to the owners.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on them. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Wow.
Love you too, monkey. Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the incomparable Uncle Lays, a.k.a. Lays Elliott, a.k.a. Lazy Lays from the world famous, kicking it with you in topics about health, politics, music, art, culture, and now, for your host, the legendary Uncle Lays.
Hey, yo. What's up, y'all? It's your boy.
Hey, yo, Lays is rock. Yo, get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
That's what we do. We give you the information, the invitation, and the mitigation to come out here and do your thing. Get you up in the morning. This is your boy, Uncle Ace. For the morning emails, shout to my OSG family. Shout to my MOP First family. Oh, man, what a day. What a nice morning this morning. How we get this thing started properly? We got it started right this morning, didn't we? So anyway, Reggae Wednesday. I'm going to have a little reggae music in the back today. Oh, man, I need a second, because this morning it was amped up this morning. Played a lot of great music this morning. Let me give my shout outs this morning I'm going to shout them out to reggae music today. There we go. Let's get some reggae going. Let's go. Fresh vegetables. Love you like fresh vegetables this morning. We're going to shout out Troy Mumford. Good morning. Will Atkins says, when do I sleep? Come on, man. I do sleep. I'll be up working. Angie say, Ride Me Wednesday. That was when I was playing what's that music? The soca music. It was great this morning. Oh, no, it's not old school reggae. Troy Muffin, I love you, man. That's what we're here to educate everybody. Shake dance music. April Leon, good morning, sis. Yes, I was doing the carnival thing this morning, April. Yes. Will Atkins. He wants to know if somebody snapped. Listen, I'm gonna go after the dude. I'm gonna grab him if I can grab him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just in me. I can't see nobody snatch an old lady bag next to me. Sorry. I might get in trouble. I might get shot. I might, whatever the case may be. But I wouldn't feel comfortable walking away watching that go down. Yeah, Angeline. Yeah, good morning. It was really nice. Jan Hayes, good morning. We love our brother Jan Hayes. He loves that reggae music, so you know what it is. Yeah. Jan is laughing. Oh, my brothers from Africa. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all. Keep coming in from Africa. We love you. I mean, we need that education from my African brothers and sisters on what life is like outside the country. A lot of us never leave the country, so we got to get that education. Sam Boy, I see you from Sierra Leone. Love my people from Sierra Leone. That was very good. Yes. Yes, Sam Boy. Yeah. You know what it is. It is fire, Sam Boy. Thank you so much for coming out. Tanya Hazelhurst talking. Good morning, my sister. I love you. I will put the YouTube channel in for everybody. Hold on. Let me just get this YouTube up. And so I can give y'all the YouTube channel. Come to YouTube. They don't cut me off on YouTube. So That's where it's got to be. We got to move all the way over to YouTube and what's that, the pirate, whatever that damn channel is, and and they haven't called me back from Revolt because I might have said something crazy at one of the shows. I don't know. We'll find out what happens. We'll figure it out. What do you want me to tell you? What do you want me to tell you? I'm always gonna say something. It's a lot. It's a live show. Sorry about that. It's live, so I'm always gonna say something crazy. Just understand that. Oh yeah, Angelina's over here. I'm in YouTube right now. Thank you, Angelina. Thank you, Angelina. You're over in YouTube. I appreciate that. Anyway, I feel good this morning, man. That soca music was so beautiful this morning. Didn't y'all like that? I love that music this morning. It was dope this morning. Reggae. Why is it not playing? Okay, there we go. I got you. Oh, we got to take it out. Tony Rebel. There you go. I'm about to put the link in the chat for the before I get into it. YouTube is better. Yeah, YouTube is better. You just go to YouTube, y'all. I'm telling you, man. You go to YouTube. It's an uninterrupted experience. The music's clearer, and everything sounds better on YouTube. There you go. Thank you. And I still get all of the things. I get them from 9 channels. Also, if you're on Twitter or X, whatever they call that shit, and Twitch TV. Shout out Twitch TV. They've been coming through. I get a lot of people from Twitch. I didn't understand that. All right, let's get it going this morning. Let me get to my Black Facts. Blackfacts.com. You're going to like this one today. Kind of in line with Reggae Wednesday. And also, this is National Jerk Chicken Day. I am not lying. I didn't set this up. It is actually National Jerk Chicken Day for those that don't know. All right, today, Black Facts, blackfacts.com, Reggae Wednesday, October 25th, 1997, the Million Woman March. How about that? The Million Woman March. Shout out to all my ladies out there doing their thing. It was actually a Million Woman March. The march, which was organized by Philo Chinsel and Asia Coney, 2 Philadelphia grassroots activists, was a huge success despite short notice and few preparations. How about that? Women be on point. They don't play around. Some of the speeches included the economic deterioration of African-American communities, the importance of nurturing young children in a positive environment, finding a collective voice in politics and civil rights movement, and strengthening Black families. Hey, how about that? At the time, it was one of the largest gatherings of women globally. Although the focus was on Black community, women from all backgrounds supported the rally. Unlike the Million Man March, white people scared the shit. They stayed away. Several influential Black women attended and spoke, including Winnie Mandela Mandela, former wife of South African President Nelson Mandela, and California Congresswoman Maxine Waters. Remember Maxine? Reclaiming my time. Yeah. The woman in the march called for the following things: repentance for the pain of Black women caused by one another, and a restoration and resurrection of African-American family and community bonds. Oh, man, would have been nice, huh? For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery, because if it's a mystery, it tends to repeat itself. The Million Woman March. The Million Woman March was more inclusive. The liberal white men stayed the hell away from the Million Man March. There's too many brothers in the club. You go to the club and be like, nah, it's too many men in the club, man. We don't even want brothers in the club. Nah, man, too many y'all in the club, and we need some more ladies in the club. We need to put some ladies in the club, man. All right, let's get to the news today before I get going. Like I said, in brown. All right, y'all gonna get mad at me, but all right, in brown sugar news. This is gonna be bad. I know this is gonna be bad. So just prepare yourself, all right? This might not. I'm gonna get in trouble with this one. I know I'm gonna get in trouble with this one, but let me try. I'm gonna try to get through it. I'm gonna try to get through this. Dwight Howard, former NBA basketball player Dwight Howard. I don't know if he still plays or not. NBA star Dwight Howard admits to being gay, had a threesome with a man and a trans person. All right, well, listen. Hey, it is what it is. At least he's out, right? NBA star Dwight Howard was the first big name sports star officially come out in media. Takeout has learned he is, according to Media Takeout, by the way, allegedly, okay? And did so this week. Legal paper filed a response to the lawsuit, okay? All right, let me just sit here. An explosive response to the lawsuit where a gay man accuses NBA legend Dwight Howard of assault. Media Takeout confirmed that Dwight Howard admitted in legal documents that he met his accuser, Stephen Harper, on social media, on the damn social media, on May 2021. Stephen claims in the lawsuit that he was sexually assaulted by Dwight so brutally that his oh, you guys, I'm gonna get in trouble here. That his bussy was torn to pieces by the 7 foot tall. I'm just reading. This is me reading the news, okay? Radar Online was the first to break the story. Dwight denies the assaulting Stephen, but admits to a whole lot. In his response, he admits to having a threesome with Harper and a person with a male body parts named Kitty, who was dressed as a woman. April. I'm reading the news, April.
There is so much other news in the world to talk about today.
I'm going through all the news.
It's too much. When you started with Carnival, how are we here, ladies? How are we here?
I'm just reading the news as it comes up. All right. I'm gonna get off. Okay, April. Okay, I'm gonna call you back. I'll call you right back. I'm gonna get off that subject. I'll call you back. I'll get off that subject. All right. I have been warned off the subject. Oh boy, I'm gonna get off that subject. I'm just saying, Bussy is hilarious. Yes. All right. I'm off the subject. Bussy though. All right. I'm off that subject. I'm out of that. I'm just reading the news. All right. And other than she got me off. She got me out of the road. I was in the road. Now, ladies, you know you ain't got no business reading that news. All right. It's the first thing that pops up. Mary J. Blige got a BBL at 52 years old. Now, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. I think after your childbearing years and you're an older woman, you want to do some stuff. Yeah, enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? Do whatever you need to do to make you feel good about yourself. I thought I weighed on this personally because I didn't think that women should be putting that crap in their bodies. But I have stop the X. I don't believe in women putting that crap in their body for me personally. But I think if you're 52 years old and you want to do some stuff to yourself, go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, you're not, now if you're 20 years old and you want to do the BBLs and all that, I think you shouldn't do it because all that poison you put in your body could affect your childbearing years. But when you're 50 years old, Mary J. Blige, 50 years old, take care of yourself, do whatever you need to do. You're not going to have no more kids. Live your life. You done had your marriages. You done did everything you had to do. Go ahead. Have fun. So I have evolved on this subject with women and BBLs. If you're in your 50s, get it. Go for it. I don't like it. I don't personally. I don't like it. I personally don't like it. But whatever. All right. And Dame Dash news. See, I gotta go Dame. I'm just reading the news, April. All right. Shout out to my brother Dame Dash. Dame Dash said in an interview that he's proud to be broke, which I don't think Dame Dash is broke, but it's what he said. Dame Dash says he's been losing money for quite some time and he's not ashamed about it all. Dame is an investor in several businesses and owns several of his own. I think he was being tongue in cheek. While I'm investing in something else, I might not be making the money and the profit, so I can't afford to pay out what I was when I was having millions of dollars a year salary. He said, the CEO. So you can't judge how much you're going to pay out by how much you made 20 years ago. Yeah. He continued to say, I've had to start a new company from scratch without any money to start it. He continued, I had to do it by rubbing two sticks together, so I can't pay out $300,000 or $400,000 a year in child support because I ain't making that. But I'm not ashamed of that because I have things to show for it. But it hasn't profited yet. I'm a proud broke, but I ain't broke because I have things to show for it. All right, that's not okay. For those that want to know what that is, that's him talking to the child support attorneys. Like he's because he's got that's him talking to the lawyers. So yeah. I don't think he's making the money he used to make, but Dame ain't broke. You know what I'm saying? Just that if you read code, that's child support code. In other words, attention child support people, I'm broke. So that's what that is. So Dame is not broke. But he is talking to the child support people because obviously a lot of women they like that word child support. You know what I'm saying? And it's been weaponized to tear up families. Because listen, if you're in a situation where you have to pay for your children, work it out with the child. You and the child's mother work it out, or the wife or ex-wife, whatever. Y'all work that out because if the money goes to the courts, the money goes to the courts. The moms don't really get that money, especially if she's on public assistance. And they manage the money. Once you get the courts involved, trust me, you'll be paying child support for a long time, but the money doesn't go directly to the mom. Just work it out with her. Y'all work it out together. And women, stop weaponizing. I understand you need money for your kids, but stop weaponizing child support. I'm telling you, stop going as I said this week, stop going to the government. All right, let me get April back. April, let me see if I can get April back now that I've gotten out of the road. That wasn't my story. She just said, "Good morning, April." I got out of the road, April. I got out of.
That was bad. That was going all the way bad.
That was going left. Brown sugar news is no longer a subject. The fact that I called it brown sugar news makes it even worse.
Now we're going back really. Why? What happened?
I'm not going back there. I'm not going back. I'm not going back there. But I want to talk about child support. Now, child support. Now, you raised your sons on your
without
own.
Child support.
Without child support, right? You raised it.
Okay, so without child support and with paternal rights. So their dad had all rights to them, all access to them without child support.
Wow. Well, trust me, and I'm telling you right now, and your relationship with their dads probably was a lot better, right? Even though they may have not given you everything you wanted, but
he didn't give me anything, but I think life for me got easier, faster when I took accountability for my own choices, and I gave it to God, whichever way he was deciding to live his life and whoever he was deciding to impress. I decided that was his problem, not mine. And I could not afford the mental, emotional, or physical energy to try to tear a person down who was already torn down. And at the end of the day, I wanted my kids to not hate a man that they were born to love.
Right. And also you knew with respect to your situation, you knew the man that you were having children by when you had the children. Am I correct?
Because right, the problem is that I didn't have children with a man. I had children with a child. Like, we were young.
Right.
And how he grew into his manhood was not under my control. And for a long time, what happens is that we feel like it becomes our responsibility to raise a man that was already raised, and that's one of the problems.
A repeating cycle, and
it's a repeating cycle. And in order for me to break my cycle, I had to let that go. In order for my sons to be able, they haven't experienced the perfect life, but they never experienced our lives. They didn't experience my life, and they didn't experience their dad's life. Like what we lived through, my sons can only hear about. And that was what was most important to me.
Well, so, let me tell you this. First of all, you raised great sons. I met your sons. They're great.
Thank you.
They're great men, and they do well. They do well for themselves. And they have a great mother. But let me just say this to you, and I think people need to understand this. It is not the obligation of the government to raise your children. I think in our community, by going to these child situation, family court, it's tearing families apart.
It's our responsibility. And to be very honest, coming from a welfare system, coming up and coming from a welfare system early on in life, I cannot fathom being in a court where I was where I felt like I was redoing the welfare system with the way people look at you, the way, what conclusions they come to about you and my sons. Like, I just could not do that. And again, I had to take personal responsibility. When I accepted that I was doing my sons more harm by staying in a dysfunctional relationship than I was doing good, because part of the issue was I wanted to give my sons this life I never had, and I wanted them to have this whole family. But we were dysfunctional, and they were witnessing, more strife than they did without us together.
The worst time in my life, we used to go to something called Face to Nation, and we call it Face to Face back in the days. And then I remember that when I was a kid, I was like 7, like 8, 9. I don't remember. It was a time when I ended up living in 430 full time with my aunt in Saratoga Avenue after I had a situation with my mom's, and my aunt had to, because she would get money from the government for me too, and my cousins, and so she would dress us up and take us downtown to something she called it Face to Face or Face to Nation.
It was Face to Face.
Yeah, it was Face to Face. Yeah, but she called it Face to Nation. I got to go Face to Nation. So we would go. We would dress up. We put grease on our face, and it looked clean. And we get it clean, and we go downtown. She drag it, and we sit there, and we would get scrutinized by some lady smoking cigarettes, looking at us in our face. Yeah. It was the most humiliating, and they were nasty to us, and we were children. I remember this, and it was a humiliating experience. And I just think that once you get the government involved in raising your kids, I think that's a downhill spiral right there, But
listen, after I had my first son when I was young, just coming out of high school. And I remember going down to the welfare office and had to meet with this caseworker. And you just described the exact same person, because they all look the same. They look the same. They smell the same. They sound the same. And I approached this woman, and I had my son, in a carriage.
Right.
So I said, excuse me, Miss Johnson. She was like, I said, who are you? I'm like, excuse me. So I said, who is you? I said, I is somebody you will never see again. Like,
right.
Miss, you would want to learn how to put together a complete sentence like you're speaking to people. And that was it. That was it. I was just like, I swore in that second, in that moment, that this could not be my son's life.
But it's used as a tool nowadays. Nowadays, they use it as a tool. And a lot of women, they use it. They go ahead, and I'm not all the way blaming women, because men got to step up and take care of their kids first and foremost, right? But also because women have a tremendous burden once you have a child. That's a big burden. You got to live your life. You got to carry this baby. You got to feed them. I understand what it costs because I pay for all my kids, milk and Pampers and all that other stuff. That costs money, and we never, let me tell you what that did for me. When it came time for me to get older and I needed to make money in my life, I never went that way. I never went to the welfare office. I never went down and got a welfare card because I was like, man, I'll make it on my own. So whatever I did to hustle to make money, I was always making money on my own because trust me, it is humiliating. Do you think it's humiliating for a woman? It's humiliating for a man to walk down there and try to get welfare from the welfare.
Right.
So I'm
absolutely right.
So
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, I won't even take. I had to go to eye doctor yesterday, and this specialist didn't take the insurance that I have in Jersey. I had to switch it over to New York, and so while I'm waiting to switch it over, I had to pay like $1,500 yesterday just to get the specialist work on my eye. Which now I got to wait. Which I should have waited 6 months to get it done, but I got to wait 6 months to get the operation done. But if I get the operation done, it'll correct my vision. Very happy about that. Yeah, but I just spent the $1,500 here. Just I just gave him the credit card here. Take the $1,500, and then we'll figure it out down the road. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even want it to be like they giving me something. You know what I'm saying? It's those experience with the welfare department. I don't want nobody to give me shit. I don't want to, excuse my language. I don't want to give me nothing because it's humiliating. And even nowadays, so now when you go down to family court, I got friends in family court, a lot of guys in family court that are going through it right now and that are getting raked over the coals. And women can, and I'm not knocking. Remember, when I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a point of fact. I'm not knocking women. But women can say anything down there on family court, and they're never held accountable to anything.
Well, and I don't fully disagree with you, right? I wanted, like, the first thing I want to say though is, men, you take accountability for your choices as well.
Right.
You make these choices, you lay with these women, you don't protect yourself, and at the end of the day, the woman is going to have the right to choose. You cannot control what she's choosing to do with her body.
Right.
So take accountability and take responsibility for the actions and the decisions you make before you make them.
That's
because
true.
once that woman decides that she is choosing to have that child, that becomes your issue. It becomes your problem. It becomes your responsibility.
But remember, April, that's her child in her mind. It's not your child anymore. And the problem is, I've been through this. I know this. It's her child. Men have very little. And I'm glad we on the opposite sides of this a little bit because men have.
No, I didn't finish. Okay.
Right? Yeah.
So, right. The unfortunate situation is when women decide to weaponize the child because they no longer have what they thought the child was going to bring them. Right? This relationship, this love, this marriage, like I'm the one. And when that doesn't work out, it's very unfortunate that women get the opportunity to weaponize their children. And most of the time, I was about to attach a percentage to it, but I won't. Most of the time, when men and women end up in court, women look like the victims. And that's off the bat. And I do not agree with that. There is this other law. There's a law called, it's in New York, it's in California. It doesn't exist in every state, but it exists in our state. And it's called paternal by estoppel. Paternity by estoppel, something like that. So if a woman is pregnant and she gives birth to a child, and you assume that child is yours because you had no other reason to think the child is not yours,
right? And
you put your name on that birth certificate.
Yeah.
If you find out that child is not yours, regardless of the age, the child could be 1 year old, and you find out that child is not your child, you are still responsible for paying child support for that child until that child is 21 years old.
Absolutely. That is, as a guy who understands this, and I got friends that are going through this. I got one friend who didn't even know that he was having a child because the woman was was married, and this story is a true story. The woman was married, so the woman had a child, and the guy didn't know. So the woman had the child, didn't tell the guy, and then got divorced from the husband, and then tried to go back to the guy and said, "Now that's your child." The child is already a child who was belonging to the other father who she was married to. Now the guy has a bad relationship with the child because he didn't even know that the child was there.
Right.
I'm telling you, I've seen it happen over and over again. And the problem with this is, and I hate
but
you know what's
crazy in that situation? That woman's ex-husband is still financially responsible for his child.
Right. Not only that, the husband she divorced is the father, the legal father, right? But then that even more destroys and confuses the child.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That is the craziest shit in the world. And it happens more often than not, Troy Mumford and everybody. It happens more often than not to where
it really does.
And I'm gonna lay this on women. And it's unfortunate, but I'm not bashing. I'm gonna lay it on y'all. Y'all know, y'all the ones who know who the father is. All right. In most cases, a couple of cases you may not know. You know, you got to figure it out because you're out there. But you know who you're sleeping with. You the one knows who you know who you're sleeping with. But
you know who you're hoping for. You know what you're hoping for. You know what you're praying for.
Right.
And when it doesn't end up in that, situation, you take the anger out on the whole world, but that child is the one that suffers the most.
Well, because the child's reality starts with the mother. This is why the mother is such a important and more powerful piece in this, especially in our community. The mom is the center of that child's universe, and everything. The child learns right and wrong. The child learns good and bad. Everything through the mom. So if the mom is not up to par, all that's going to replicate on the child. And let's say the father is trying to let's just give a scenario where the mother is the worst case of the spectrum and the father is the best case of the spectrum, but they're not together. This is a scenario. The father still could not reprogram that child because everything that the child learned was from their mother. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do about it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing you can do about it. And the child, when he gets older, is going to hold the father accountable for whatever the mother did. That's what the mother is. So that's how the mother can weaponize. So she can be mad at the dad and say, "I'm going to pay you back." But then that not only hurts the dad, but it hurts the child too.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, absolutely. But the other piece of it is that a child is born with this emotional and physical connection to the mom. And when that mom is displaying hurt, anger, resentment, that child feels the same emotions and they're angry because the person that brought them into the world that, is supposed to love them the most is hurting. So now that child's anger and resentment grows toward the person who is hurting, according to mom, hurting mom.
Troy Mumford said there ain't no business sleeping with the other, especially the woman is married. Well, yeah, for the most part, most people, young guys don't care. But as you get older, you realize you should never sleep with a married woman. I have that rule. I would never mess with a married woman. But I understand that conversation. But when you're young, you're trying to sleep with whatever. You don't care. You're not really being accountable.
Everybody got an excuse. Everybody got an excuse. We just live together, but we ain't together. Right. Everybody got an excuse.
Especially now that's why I think they should outlaw marriage after the kids are grown. After the kids are grown, after the kids are gone, y'all go y'all separate ways. Take whatever money y'all made and just go live your lives separately. That's what I'm with that. I'm with that. Because at that point, you know what I'm saying? You want to, you've been 25 years down. You want to go do something else. I mean, if people don't want to stay together, I think it shouldn't be no problem. Good morning, Pastor Leon.
You know what, please?
Yeah.
Do not project. You are projecting right now.
Dr. Pastor Leon. Oh boy, I know when he checks in when I say something crazy. But
hello, doctor. Dr. Coloma.
Dr. Coloma, we need the guidance here because in this scenario, we have an entire community where the mother has weaponized the child against the father, and the child then becomes the father. So you got a whole community of young mama's boys without no daddies growing up and using the same weaponized mindset to process their whole life. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't want to let the men off the hook in this conversation because
I'm not letting no man off the hook. You know I'm not.
Right, because you put yourself. No, I know you're not. I'm just saying, right? You put yourself in this predicament, and then you feel like you have excuses to take the stance that you take. You don't have an excuse. You made the choice you made, and this child is part of your DNA. So forget about how you feel about the mother. Forget about the circumstances the child came into the world. The child is here. So men have to get off feeling like they have an opportunity to make that an excuse as to why.
Well, yeah. Well, if it's your child, it's your responsibility. If you made the child,
you got to step up. You have to step up, and you have to be a father to that child.
Or in what you explained today about what's the name of that law again? Paternity by what? By Gestapo. That means if your wife go out and cheat on you, and she get pregnant by another dude, that's still your child. That's still your child. Jeez, wow. Oh man. Wearing lipstick dresses, they think that shit cute watching the mother get dressed. I don't know. That's not what I'm saying. That's not. I don't know. Yeah, Troy. I don't know what you're saying about that. I've already been kicked off that road. That road. I was making a joke earlier on that road, and I got kicked off that road. I'm not going back on that road. But the point I'm making is that there's a whole community being raised like this. This is a lot of the population. How many young men have you ran into that have come through situations where it's just the mom, and now he's a man, and mom just she's throwing her hands up. She can't do nothing with him because dad is not there to regulate that child. That's what dad is there for. The male lion is there to regulate the young male lions, because if not, they would tear the pride up. So the big lion comes in there and regulates the kids. If we don't regulate the kids, that's what's happening out there right now.
You can't pick and choose, like I said, my situation was my situation with my kid, with my son's father, and it didn't matter. Whenever something happened, if there was a situation at school, if they were just, whatever the situation was, I was calling their dad and informing him.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, you know what? That's interesting. Yeah, that's real interesting. Good morning.
And saying, yo, come have a conversation with your son, or come have even now, my youngest son, he didn't do anything wrong, but he was going through a situation, and I called his dad right away. It's just like, listen, such and such, such and such is the situation, and
but
give him a call.
A lot of women, and I'm not bashing women. I'm just speaking in truth. A lot of women judges a man's ability to discipline their kids or their position based on their financial status or what they can provide for the kids. In other words, if
it got nothing to do with anything. Like, it doesn't. Like, at the end of the day, it is that my youngest son is 27. My oldest son is 33, and we will still communicate about anything that has to do with our kids. This is when there were days like I wanted to bash this man's head in. And my oldest son, he was part of this legal outreach thing when he was in high school. And we would show up every weekend. This kid had something going on, whether it was a basketball game or Elijah's game, and we would show up. And one day, the man who was running legal outreach, Mr. O'Neill, I don't know how it came up, but he was like Mr. and Mrs. such and such, and we quietly was like, no, we're not married, we're not together, and he was in such shock, and he said, "You got to be kidding me." I said, "No," I said, we haven't been together for quite some time, and he said, "I wish," almost to his exact words, he said, "I wish the both of you can be a model for how other families need to do this." He said, "Because not one time would I have ever thought that you and him were not together. The way you guys show up, the way you sit together, the way you communicate." And it would, I'm telling you, and it would be days like their father could have done the most boneheaded thing the night before, like could totally have pissed me all the way off. But what was not going to happen is that we were not going to show up in public looking dysfunctional, acting dysfunctional for the sake of my son.
Well, also you send a message to your son that your family unity is way more important. I mean, I had a situation with my oldest son, 22-year-old, yesterday. I thought he was being a little, lazy, and I thought he wasn't taking care of himself. So I jumped on him. I jumped on him yesterday. I said, because you don't represent yourself, you represent your family. So at the end of the day, you got to rep your family. So in that space, I'm definitely agreeing with you. Whatever y'all going through together, you got to get out there as a family and represent yourselves. And I find that a lot in our community, because the dad's not there, and a lot of different times the family is not get represented. And I think the system, as we talk about, the system represents the child based on how he's represented by his family. And that's a very serious conversation. That's something that we understand, especially in urban settings where a lot of families aren't together.
And that determines on whether or not you break the cycle, right? So for my son,
how are you gonna break that cycle though? How you gonna break that?
Just by doing everything I just said. For my son, that cycle has been broken. They're not. They didn't have to live my life. They didn't have to live their dad's life. And even though I don't always love all of their choices, they certainly have not repeated certain.
Yeah, well, I mean that's family stuff,
right?
We never gonna agree with our children 100%. My daughter,
right? So, but no, but I know I've broken the cycle, and for me, that's what matters the most. Like from the day my son was born, like that was my oath to him. Like you would never have to live my life.
They love Brown Sugar News, even though I'm not going to go back there.
No, I don't know who is doing this. Who is saying this? Who? Go Google the Brown Sugar News yourself. Stop.
April. By the way, April stopped me from going someplace this morning. I thank you for stopping me.
Pastor Cologne. Yeah, you see now. Just imagine, Pastor Cologne could have been hearing all of this nonsense.
No, but Pastor Cologne. Let me just say this to you. You missed it. Let's not go there. The white man takes dad out by giving the mother Section 8 and food stamps. Yes, well, the mother is married to the government now. She's no longer married to the man. And hence the family is broken because the government becomes the daddy. And hence the government wants his money back, meaning I'm going to get the work out of the child. In other words, we're going to put his ass in prison and we're going to work him out in prison because I need to get my money back because I gave you Section 8 and I gave you food stamps and WIC. I don't even know if WIC still exists, but I gave you WIC and food stamps and Section 8 when he was a kid. So now he's 15, 16, 17 years old. I need that back. I need him to come work that off. Yeah, we're gonna stay out of that, Ja. Pastor Cologne, if you are there, your wisdom is definitely needed because I still believe, based on what's happening in the United States in an urban setting, that maybe marriage isn't forever for everybody.
Can we stop deflect? You see, that's a breakdown of breakdown of society. Stop.
All right, we stop. Yeah, it is a breakdown
it's a breakdown of society. Like we no longer have to be committed to anything. It's like Baskin Robbins. Like there's a different flavor, for the day. You can, and this is the way people are carrying their lives. They're really, there really aren't many morals that people hold on to. There are not family practices that people hold on to. So yeah, when you have the breakdown of the idea of marriage and union and respect for each other as men and women, we reap what we sow, and this is what we have, and this is why we have so many dysfunctional kids running around the place who don't aspire to have any meaningful relationship, right? It's all about just sex and that's it.
Well, sex,
that's not healthy.
Sex is way too accessible. I mean, just in
it's too accessible, and the mindset behind the mindset behind a relationship altogether. It's so. It is dissolved to something so awful. Here's when we
want to drop on you, there's nothing that has more of an effect on you as a human being than sex. Sex has the most effect on you. Freud says it. Everything. It's your drive, and even after you have sex, it becomes a thing that you're attached to. Like it doesn't matter. Sex is the most prevalent thing in this world. Sex is really where it's at. So if you're having sex, or if you haven't had sex, the lead up to sex and the aftermath of having sex is the most prevalent thing in human society. And I think that's now, because it's too crazy and too free, you know what I'm saying, out there, it's like you're throwing away the most important thing in your life, sex.
Yes, with no sense of emotion, commitment, nothing. So yeah, when we deflect our failed situations or how our personal feelings, we're contributing to this idea, because kids are not talking about marriage. They're not even talking about meaningful relationships.
Oh no, it's wild out there now. But the adults is like that too. I tell you, I went to
but this is what I'm telling you. The kids are everything we made them. Everybody's like, what happened to the kids? But we happened to the kids. We want to live our lives vicariously through young people. We don't want to take responsibility for the choices we made. We want to deflect our anger onto everything and anything, and our children are suffering because of it.
Well, that's not in all cases, but in some urban cases. But
in most cases,
we got some.
In everything, whether we talk about media, when we talk about music, like young people are not deciding what gets played on the radio. Young people are not deciding what goes on the television. Like those are adults. These are adults, and
we live in capitalism. The market's deciding, April.
Absolutely. But beyond what's marketed, right?
Right. Why else would you listen to a Sexy Red?
There's intentionality behind it all.
Do you think so?
And the intention, yes.
I don't agree with it. I think it's just the market drive. It's a capitalist. We in capitalism. The market drives what people like. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Listen. There are psychiatrists who get paid a lot of money to come up with these ideas, and they go and they test these things to do intentionally what it does. Like, no, we are the problem. We are the problem.
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of it all, I mean, I think it's what we focus on, because, yeah, in certain areas, there are millions of people doing the wrong thing, but there are also millions of people doing the right thing. I think our focus is always on the wrong thing. I think it's our brains to focus on the wrong thing. We don't really celebrate the right thing too much. There are many great families out there. I just saw my sister, a beautiful sister, Captain Kirk on here with a beautiful family. Shout to Big Two and her whole family doing the right thing by her family. And there's so many of us doing great things.
Absolutely. And those stories are not portrayed, right? Those are the things that you don't get to see in media, in conversations, and what's trending, and TikTok videos, and whatever it is.
Well, because for the 5,000 detections I get a day, there are people that get millions of detections saying negative stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, at the end of the day, because it's easier to get listen, the algorithms will tell you it's easier to get detections if you are saying negative stuff. You know, I break it up and say funny stuff just to make you think about it, but ultimately I'm masking a message. I mean,
absolutely. Always.
Now I gotta mask a message every day, and just to try to find a way to mask it by being a little bit crazy in some of the ways and putting music in front of it just to keep people's attention so you can mask the message. The bottom line is if we don't prepare the families, or we don't highlight the families that are repaired and make them the more important thing, make them the leading star in this conversation, then guess what happens? The rest of us go down the tubes when we follow that negative face. Like, in other words, these guys, I always get the questions about stuff, and it always comes from negative space where I have to turn them around and say, think about what we've accomplished, not about what we've lost. That is the main conversation. We spend so much time thinking about what we don't got. Yeah, I had a tough ass life, goddamn. I had a rough life. But look, I'm 57 years old. I'm chilling. I got a nice life. I got a great family. I got some great kids and grands and loving this life right now. And everything wasn't perfect, but look where we at. Two kids from Brownsville out here fighting a good fight on a daily basis, talking to each other at 6:49 in the morning, talking about how good our lives are now and how much we can help other people make their lives better. That is way more important. Come on now. That is way more important. And we talk about what we do. I'm always looking to the start. We talk about what we're doing. We talk about even I look at MOP. People always talk to me. Yo, they could have been, should have been. I said, man, let me explain something to you, man. 30 years. 2 kids out of Brownsville that, for all intents and purposes, shouldn't be alive today.
Absolutely.
Should not be alive, or should not be free today.
Amen.
And guess what? In about 2 weeks, we're going to be in Europe playing in front of 8,000 people, having a great day, loving it. So yeah, I mean, okay, we may not have gotten the Jay-Z run, but we have a great run and we got great fans. I got 500,000 fans on one page. I got 300,000 fans on the other page. I got 1 million fans on another page, and 1.5 million people every month on Spotify.
Blessing. Speak.
You got to speak truth.
Speak.
You got to speak truth. You got to sit there and celebrate your wins. You got to celebrate your wins. You got to be happy about your wins. You got to sit there and think about what you did well. And this is a message to all my people out there. Stop worrying about what you ain't got. Always think about what you can do and what you've done that makes you great. Somebody asked me, why you always get up so early in the morning? People are like, hey, actually, like it was like a bad thing I was getting up early in the morning. I said, because I'm glad to be alive, because there's so many different times. I'm telling you right now, at least 7 or 8 different times where I should not be here. I should not be here. So guess what? I'm a laugh, I'm a smile, I'm a joke. And, I mean, it's hard to get your ass whooped by a dude laughing and joking. because if I have to, I still will put hands on a motherfucker if I have to. If I have to. In case of emergency, break glass, April. You know what I'm saying? But
you don't listen. You don't even got to tell me.
But important. So when I talk about being from Brownsville and being from Brooklyn, I don't look at it as a negative badge. I look at it as a badge of honor. And the reason, not because it's a tough neighborhood and we have some sad stories, but I can tell you a lot of real sad stories of people that ain't here to celebrate today. That's why I carry that badge, because they didn't get a chance. And as long as I keep continuing having that chance to do what I got to do every day, I'm going to love it. Until they turn the lights out. And when they turn the lights out, you can say this brother did every day.
Right. And Lane, it's not even just what you did for you. Like, it's those ripple effects.
Right.
Like when you're throwing that stone, when you're skimming that stone in the pond and those ripple effects that are going. So your effects have changed the trajectory of other people's lives who have created families, functional families who has broken the generational curses as well. So, kudos to that. You didn't just help you. You didn't just help yours. You helped those that you were able to touch. And that positivity just gets multiplied and multiplied.
Well, I'm gonna turn it around because you do it every single day. You out there in the trenches. I worry about you because you out there every day in the trenches doing what you got to do. And let me tell you something. I love my sister. I love April Leon. All right. And the thing about April Leon is we are never going to always agree on everything. And we take our disagreements to the grave. But I don't like what you say. I don't like that. But at the end of the day, one thing I do know is her commitment to community is real. Her commitment is real. And at the end of it, I do this with Bill and Fame. Sometimes I think Bill is bat shit out of his mind. I'm like, you crazy. But that man believes in what he says. And because he believes what he says, his commitment is what I love. I love the commitment. I love the commitment.
And that's why I can talk. That's why I can talk to those dudes all day, all night. Right. And love them through and through just because of that. And there's something special, and those who haven't been through what we've been through can't understand it.
Yeah.
And I would raise Billy above so many other individuals who feel like they made it or on a different platform, because Billy is a real dude. Like when you say my word is bond and my bond is my word, like he is one of those living examples of that.
I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So
no chaser, no filter. It is who he is through and through, and it's for the right thing. Like, yeah.
Billy broke the jaw. Billy broke the jaw of this guy. I'm not gonna say the names or nothing. I'm just gonna tell you the story. Billy broke the jaw of this entertainment guy one time. All right. Well, he broke a few jaws, but one time he broke the jaw of this entertainment guy, and the guy worked for a label. And so when he broke the jaw, it was a big thing. The label, kind of tough, they felt they was, gangsters, whatever. So I went up there by myself, and because I told Billy, you can't go because I don't want you to go. I went up there by myself and I said, Billy's not here. I said, but I'm here. So now Billy's here. So anything you got to say to Billy, you say it to me. Anything you got to say to Billy, you say it to me.
Right.
Just like that. And they looked at me and they said, well, we're cool. We're going to leave it alone. We just got to pay his medical bills. All right, we'll pay his medical bills. No problem. We'll take care of that. We'll take care of that. But because he felt, honestly, he felt, and it wasn't that he was, because Billy's not a bully. You understand?
Right.
He felt,
by no means.
He felt the dude disrespected him at the time, and that's how he was able to process the disrespect that the dude gave him. Because in this music business, you got a lot of cheeky dudes that'll get real disrespectful if they think they're in a power position, and a lot of them dudes learn they deserve getting their ass whooped.
Sometimes somebody got to get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
Everybody is tough until they get punched in the mouth.
Sometimes everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. See how we cover that. But the point I'm making, and I need y'all to understand this, there has to be a line there. There has to be, in whatever you are in your life, there's got to be an underlying code.
Right.
If you don't have code, you ain't got nothing. It's got to be, and that's what. And let me tell you something. I've watched my boys, man, dead wrong in situations. I've been in situations. I go, oh. I go, oh man. All right. Okay. We got to do it. But I mean, at the end of the day, You know, and after I'll go, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's the code you gotta follow. If you don't have code, you ain't got nothing. I think we lack code today.
But you said something else, right? It's the code and it's holding each other accountable.
Oh yeah. Because I did.
Definitely gotta hold each other accountable.
He did get cursed out. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
Right.
I did curse him out. I had to curse him out behind that.
Because after I just fought for you, now I'm gonna fight with you. Like now we gonna fight. What the hell?
Now I gotta argue with you now. After I went out there and now I'm in trouble. You know I'm in trouble, right? You know I'm in trouble. You know, April, thank you for getting me out of the road today because I think this conversation was much better than Brown Sugar News. But Brown Sugar News is hilarious.
I can't with you.
All right, love you, April.
You know what?
I'll talk to you later.
I love you more. Later.
Oh, listen. I'm about to go wake up Brycey. I got to take him to school. I just want to say thank you, April Leon, for getting me onto a real good conversation today, and not the Brown Sugar News that I was gonna talk about. What a great Reggae Wednesday today. We had a good show today, and we were talking about a lot of different things, and we started with some good Trinidadian soca music today. That was great. We did not get today's mathematics from my brother Jada Chef because he came a little late today, but that's okay. Chef's Jacquel Breakfast Table. I like that. Troy Mumford, thank you. Ludo, good to see you. Remy Gus, salute. Have a little code, y'all. That's all. Have code. Nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? But lead with the code and have underlying code in everything you do. Trust me. And don't think it may not be the most popular decision in the world, but trust me, people are paying attention. Yes, I talked about that earlier today. Rest in peace to Richard Roundtree. Shaft. You a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I'm talking about Shaft. Rest in peace, Richard Roundtree. I want to thank everybody for coming in today. This is your boy, Uncle Lace, and Raw Perspective Morning Email. Shout to my OSG family. Shout to my MOP First family. It's all purpose and code. Code is the purpose that you use to get up in the morning. So when you ask me, why am I up every morning? Somebody asked me that. And I'm saying it's because I have purpose. Driven by code. See y'all tomorrow. We're going to party tomorrow. Thank y'all for coming in. Reggae Wednesday, the best day of the week. I love it. I love Reggae Wednesday. Shout out again to my OSG family, MOP First family. Brycey, time to wake up. I'm going to see y'all later. Have a great day, everybody.